Understanding how we hear music has got to be one of the most fundamental parts of understanding music theory. But the whole concept is usually skipped over. We go straight to scale formulas or chord formulas. Yes, but what do those formulas mean? Where do they come from? You may have heard of perfect pitch, which is the ability to recognize notes the same way a normal person would see colors. But it's estimated that only 1 in 10,000 people have that ability. So unless you have the super rare ability, you're like me and most other people, and you have something called relative pitch, which means you're actually hearing the space between the notes, or the relationship between notes. When you hear a single note from our musical alphabet, whether it's a C or a C sharp or a G or a B flat, you don't have enough musical context to know if that note is major or minor or happy or sad. A single note is neutral. Single note's not very exciting, is it? But something magical happens when a second note is introduced. We actually start hearing the space between those notes, or more accurately, the distance between those two notes. Sounds pleasant, right? That sounds darker, right? So I purposely don't want you to see the notes I'm playing, but just know that the first note in each pair of notes is the same. I'm just changing the distance between the second note in each pair. We use the word interval to describe the distance between two notes. These intervals are the deciding factor on how two or more notes will sound together, giving us varying emotions, colors, and moods. Now, there are just 12 intervals in a single octave of the musical alphabet. I think it's easiest to see by playing each interval against the open E string. So the open E string by itself is a single note. The first interval will be from the open string to the first fret, which is a minor second. It's a major second. It's a minor third. Major third. Perfect fourth. You can call this an augmented fourth or a diminished fifth, perfect fifth, minor sixth, major sixth, minor seventh, major seventh, octave. So why each interval is named the way it is has to do with the construction of the major scale, our foundational scale in music theory. And we'll get deeper into that in the next lesson.